I'm here today with researcher Emily Madsen. Emily, you're part of the Biome Health Project with UCL. What's your research about?
So the Biome Health Project, which is funded by WWF, it's a WWF project. We have 4 different field sites, and in each field site what we're doing is we're looking at a different human pressures effect on biodiversity in that location.
Right.
In that biome type. So we have tropical rainforest in Borneo, coral reef in Fiji, temperate forest in Nepal, and then we have here, which is the Masai Mara of Kenya, which is a grassland savanna biome. And here, in particular, what we are looking at is livestock grazing pressure.
Right.
Because livestock have actually been part of this ecosystem for a long time, with the Masai having them very culturally important. And so what we're doing is we have got 5 different sites, and then we are in each area, they are in different management areas. So we have a site in the main National Reserve, we have a site in the Mara Triangle, we have a site in Nabosho Conservancy, a site in Olomotorogi Conservancy, and a site in Mara North Conservancy. And in each of these areas we're putting out roughly 50 camera traps.
So 50 camera traps in each area, so that's around about 250 in total?
Yes.
Right, that's a lot of cameras.
Yes, it is a lot of cameras.
Is it easy to drive around this terrain?
No, it's not. So I have a nice shiny 4x4, which is definitely a necessity out here. But we still have issues. We have had a few breakdowns, both for the same reason.
So we're here in OMC, and how's it going, Emily?
Car broke down. And thankfully we have now replaced that part. So hopefully it's solid until I next get back to Nairobi. And it's a lot of, especially trying to get to some of the camera locations, it's a lot of off-road driving, and in some areas of the grass is very tall, which makes it very difficult to see things like rocks.
Or buffalo.
Or buffalo, yes. We did have a couple of buffalo nearly sneak up on us at one camera trap location.
So we have one of the cameras here. Emily, why does it have to be in this case?
There are quite a few reasons. The main reason is wildlife, in particular hyenas and also elephants. But hyenas are renowned for thinking camera traps are a chew toy. So we have these quite heavy metal cases that they shouldn't be able to chew through. The only remaining possibility, we also lock them to the trees that we attach them to, or a post. But they could, if they got them off the tree, they could still run off with them, is the main remaining issue. And then elephants are very inquisitive animals and are known to walk off with camera traps.
So are you expecting maybe a few to go missing during the project?
Definitely, and it is something we have contingency for. One thing we did, which we thought was quite important, was before we finalised all our plans and started applying for permits, we actually came out here to meet with all the management teams and discuss with them what they would want from this type of project. And so we got their feedback, and there's certain species that they're particularly interested in, or certain areas that they think would be particularly worth surveying. And so we tried to take into account as many of those ideas as possible to include them in our plans.
Right, fantastic. This year, how long are you in the Masai Mara for?
Well, we had a few issues in Nairobi.
Oh, really?
With getting our equipment into the country. There were a few delays with paperwork and the like.
I suppose 250 cameras, that's a lot to get into a country.
It was a lot, yes. And as a result, we've started a bit later this year than we would originally have liked to. But next year we're hoping to do a full 5 months worth of data collection. So it'll be the July to December period, which also coincides with, well, to start off with, it's the dry season, which is when the wildebeest migration arrives from the Serengeti. And then towards the end it goes, which we're just starting to see now, is the short rains, which happen towards the end of October, start of November, and you just get short rains every afternoon, which are normally avoidable, a little bit tricky if the ground gets a bit muddy. But so this year we're just going to have about 1 to 2 months worth of data, but it's been very useful to try to figure out all the potential issues and to start working with building the relationships more with the conservancies and with individual rangers who are helping us when we're out in the field.
If you want to find out more about Emily's research, check out the Biome Health Twitter at biome_health or the blog on their website.
Oh, want to take part in the interview, hanging out with the girlies.
You're not having us to get it.